Good evening, adventurers, and welcome to the laboratory.
Today we are going to be talking about the 2023 KAT Cannonball Run Uninvitational, which name is entirely too long.
Yeah, we're going to show you. It's the Invitational, everybody. The reason we're calling it that is that this year we're introducing a new format. Whereas we tried to keep it as one cohesive unit, it's like wrangling cats in the woods. It's not ideal.
Right, so instead what we're doing this year is a heavy emphasis on teams. So you are responsible for the people that you bring. You are to finish as a unit, and it is not a race, but it is a competition.
Yeah, we don't have the insurance paperwork for a race.
Right. So
there will be a winner, and like I said, if you don't keep up with your people or you don't finish with all of them, barring some weird circumstances, you will not get any of the points. And most of this is going to be points based. We'll have a challenge list that we're going to release with this video, as well as a physical bonus challenge list the day of. Right. So focus on showing up when you should.
Correct. That's a big thing. It's just making sure that everybody is kind of starting to train and get ready with their teams, so that you're ready for the event. Because the worst thing that would happen is you show up and nobody's ready or set up to go. Now is the time to start training, get your team together.
Appoint your team leader, somebody that's ideally familiar with navigation off-road, and by all means train multiple people in navigation, because you're going to get split up and then you won't know where to go. And what we suggest is one of our favorite offline GPS. You don't need satellite, or you don't need, so you do need satellite. You do not need cell signal for these apps. It's Osmand, O-S-M-A-N-D.
Yeah, it's super easy to use. I mean, if you have Google Maps experience, like at all, which everybody does, you will be totally versed in this. It doesn't take much learning at all. You can navigate off-road. You can practice this even without the actual KAT file in wherever you're at. You can just go get lost and try to use it. It's super useful tool. We highly recommend it for every team that we'll be running. You can choose to use whatever app you'd like, but Osmand is our preferred.
Speaking of, as well as the challenges, we'll be releasing this year's event-specific GPX file, not just the KAT. We are going to have a clear start point, a clear route, and a clear end point. We'll be running counterclockwise on the route that's been handed. That will be downloadable. You can use it in any GPX program you want. We'll probably upload a second video as like a small training event on how to upload this into specifically Osmand.
Right.
We just say that because that's what we program it in, that's what we use off-road. That way everybody's on the same page. Again, you can use whatever you want.
Right. The other thing to note this year is that instead of going somewhere and kind of staying somewhere along the way to a different destination, well, this year we have a same starting point as our end point. So Little Abner Motel, where we start every year, is going to be where we're kicking things off, just like every year. The kicker is that's where we will then be staying the next night. So you don't have to carry all the stuff with you in the world like you're used to.
Just your riding essentials, your water, your toolkits, recovery items, straps, stuff like that. That way you have to focus less on carrying all your bullshit and actually just riding and experiencing the trip.
And having fun, building memories with friends as your team.
And one addition to the location of Little Abner, like I said, there's bonus points for some things. Camping, Alex Workman, a good friend of the channel, he runs a little business out there, training some people up. He's got an excellent property that he has opened up to the event and is willing to let you guys camp there. And he says you guys can drop off vehicles, leave vehicles, and it'll be very secure and a really good time. And like I said, bonus points for certain things, like camping.
Yeah, basically, if you think it's rad, you should probably do it, and you'll probably get points.
Yes, I mean, we're going to start the Instagram. We're going to Instagram that, and the more social you make your trip, even your training up to hand, that's just bonus points for your team.
Correct. The last kind of takeaway we want to cover is, guys, register your teams. We need you guys to get set up with your team leaders so you're ready and we're ready for you.
Yeah, that gives us a better head count of how many people we're going to have there, because we're going to have, like we do every year, we're going to have the sticker packs and everything like that, and we might try and squeeze them, depending on what kind of time we have, some more swag for you guys because you guys chew that stuff up every time.
Yeah.
I always sell out. So
yeah. The other thing too is if you are a lone rider, if you will, if you're not assigned to a team yet, you feel kind of weird, like, oh no, it's teams this year, what am I gonna do? Like, reach out to anybody that you know that's going on this thing. Ask to be on their team. I'm sure they'll take you. You are more than welcome to ride solo if you want as a team. We're not discouraging that, but you should probably be on a team. It's way more fun with more people.
Speaking of teams in the format, we'll be releasing it more like a GP rally kind of thing where we're going to base your group collective average skill, because we know most of you coming in and out, on like a 1 to 10 basis. And what we're going to do is we're going to release the slower teams first, or the more inexperienced teams first, into the wild, and the faster, more experienced teams last. That way we have some camaraderie, people coming up behind you can check on you, make sure you're doing good, and then of course Team ADV is going to be pull and sweep. We're going to make sure that nobody gets left behind.
Right. And that's such a big part of what we want to do is like just helping other. Like that's probably going to be some of the biggest bonus points is helping other people out.
Helping other people. We're giving you points for packing trash out of the trail.
Right.
Side by sides. We really want to. This whole event, this whole channel is based on expanding the group, expanding the sport, expanding the community.
Right. So, yeah, I think with that, we've kind of covered everything we want to cover for now. Stay tuned for more information coming out as we kind of get closer and closer. We're getting amped. We're getting excited.
Absolutely.
Getting heavy into it. So, we'll see you out there on the trail.
And in the next video.
Yeah, in the next video.
Ciao.
Bye.